This time on Prime Tips, we're going to be talking about the Intel map, not the scanner, but the Intel map. And this is the standard Intel map, and we're looking at it on a computer. There is also a mobile version that you can use on your phone that's very similar to this. There's a few things that you won't see, and it will do a little bit differently. You can actually look at the full desktop version on a phone. Boy, that really differs depending on the phone you have. It just gets too wide and it's really hard to deal with. So, really, I'd suggest if you're looking at the Intel map, you probably want to do it on a computer. Now, why would you want to look at the Intel map? Well, you can do things like look to see who has a portal, how well deployed is this portal, what level is this portal, what mods are on that portal, and you can use it for figuring out missions or figuring out operations that you want to do. So if you want to make a layered field, and here's a good little area right here for some layered fields, you can do that pretty easy with this. But let's look at the interface real quick and see what we've got here. So you have the regional score, and you notice there's a little down arrow here, so it can give you the top 3 agents in that area, when the next checkpoint is, what the scores were on those checkpoints, so you can get some score information. Here, of course, it's the global score. Up at the top, of course, you're working on the map. Social, those links are going to be really, really old, so I wouldn't say that any of those works. The Ingress Report, you can go there and you can look at things. That actually is going to be really old. It's like October of 2016. So they really haven't kept that up. Passcode, really handy. You can throw in a passcode there and it will go to your agent account. So whatever agent account is tied to this Gmail or this account, again, here's that agent, it'll put that passcode in there. It's a really quick way to do that. Link, you can copy that link and you can send it to somebody else and they can look at the same map you're looking at. And if you wanted to recruit people, which not many people do that, you could enter that and send it out to somebody and get them to work. So this is the basic map. You notice that you have a choice on how you want to look at the map. You can turn your terrain on and off. So you'll notice I lost a little bit of the terrain there. You can go to satellite, and so you can see all the houses and things like that. You can throw the labels on so you can tell what street you are. So we're looking down West 59th Street in Chicago. You can also use the Pegman. So if I was to let this go, you can see I get a little arrow there. I would actually get a street view of what's going on, which is a really nice thing if you're going somewhere, going someplace that you don't know what it's like, or what the street's going to be, or what you're looking for. You can drop that in there and you can look at it. Um, Down the bottom, filters. This is kind of neat. It took me a while to figure out what this is, but basically it's filtering these by level. So right now it's saying level 0 to level 8. If it's there, I'm going to show it. So if I change this to like level 3, you notice that all these ghosted portals, all those level 0 portals go away, because it's only showing me those portals that are level 3 to level 8. Also the health. So if it's got 100% health, it's going to show up there. So if I back this down to 75%, that one went away. So it tells me that it's somewhere between level 3, level 8, and it has more than 75% health. So you could look for level 8 portals or weak ones that you could find, whatever. Missions tab. If there was a mission here, it would tell you where it's at. You can click there and it would get them more information about the mission, or you can create a mission. You want to get those off, you can click them both there. You have comms. So if you hit the arrow to come up, and so it'll have everybody there. So if I wanted to talk to somebody, I can click and it puts the @ symbol and I can talk to that person. That's all of them. There's also a faction chat, and you notice you can restrict it to the map, or you can take it off, and then it's going to be kind of worldwide. And there are alerts, and again, those alerts can be worldwide or not. I don't think this is really working much anymore. There's some errors here, so I wouldn't really, think about that being true. So that's kind of around the map a little bit. You do have this, which you can go to full screen, and this little guy here will take you to your location, the best that it knows, which really kind of only works on a phone, and zoom in and zoom out. So what do you do with the Intel map? Well, again, like I said, you can look at who has what portals. So if you click on a deployed portal, it'll tell you what agent owns it, what each one of the resonators levels are, what their charges are, um, what mods, by clicking there, you can see what mods are on it. So that's really handy if you're thinking about going out and attacking or something like that. But you can also use it for finding information out about those portals that are not captured and for planning things out. So I notice I've got two here and I've got a string of portals that go down 59th Street. And I'm thinking, well, I wonder if I could make a layered field there. So I'm going to click on this one and it gives me the information of what it is. The Stone Temple Church, level 1, which actually is level 0. And you have this little guy, which is kind of like an indicator. So now I've indicated that. So when I click on another one, it's going to draw a line to that particular portal. And this portal is Church of Racine. And if I click here and I'm going to click on that one, oops, it's off just a little bit. So I click and I got a triangle. And I can click here and click this one and go to there, click here. I want to start, go to there. Oh, it's off just a little bit. There we go. So you can see that you could fairly easily, plan things out. Now, sometimes you may have to zoom in a little bit so you can get a little more precise. And notice that this link, I don't want that link. I can hit the X, that link goes away. So I hit that one, I can go from there to there. I can hit this one, I can go from there to there. This one, I can go from there to there. This one, oops, from here to there. Doesn't really matter the direction. And then I'm going to go up here a little bit, from here to there, here to there. And I'm just drawing in links to see if all these links are going to work. And I also have the name of all of them. If I was to record that down and find that out, I would have that as well. So I can use the scroll button and I can scroll in, scroll out, and I could continue this on down. So I can see right now that, this wouldn't be bad. I could get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 layers pretty quickly. Downtown Chicago. It wouldn't score too bad. Maybe I want to work on throwback. Again, I could click here and draw the line, see the throwback. I can pretty much see that. There are some weaknesses here. So let's say that I said I wanted to start with this portal and I'm going to throw all the way over to that one. And you notice it just drew a line straight across. It doesn't really look to see whether it's crossing links. So it doesn't let you know that that wouldn't really work. You kind of have to look at it and say, okay, I've crossed here and I've crossed there and I've crossed there, that's not really going to work. So again, I can hit that X and I can get rid of it. And if I wanted to get rid of all of them, let's say I wanted to start all over again, I can hit this clear up here and they all go away. So that's the basics of using the Intel map. I forgot to talk. Well, I think that's pretty much all there is to it. You can plan things out. There is a more powerful tool, which we'll look at next time, but there's a little bit of discussion about whether that tool is really a tool that breaks the rules or not. You'll notice that when I zoom out, that I don't see all of my level 0 or level 1 portals. I'll see the ones that are connected via a link or that's part of a field, so I can still see that information. But those portals that aren't deployed, they're just going to kind of not be seen. Okay, that's it. Thanks.